The Messenger Review. Hidden Gem, one of the most pleasant surprises for me in recent history. Let's go straight for the sections. First one is the story. Demons are destroying the last piece of land remaining on Earth. You are the chosen, the messenger, the one. And it's on you to stop the demons from exterminating humanity. Or what's left of humanity. Story might seem simple on the start, but holy crap, it has great intro, astounding amount of comedy from start to finish, and an epic ending also. I don't wanna spoil anything, and I'll only say one thing. 60% of the time this game was managing to put a smile on my face. It's a non-stop comedy. Every conversation is hilarious. 10 out of 10 for story, it deserves 20 out of 10 to be honest. Pure perfection in comedy genre. It's better than movies, better than TV shows. At least it has more wits and thought behind its jokes and pranks. Game bugs and optimization is the next section. One crash in the entire playthrough, not a single glitch or a bug. No stutterings, no lags, extremely fast loading times. It's polished to perfection. It's not system demanding at all, and it works like a charm. 10 out of 10 for game bugs and optimization. Next one is game time. It took me 14 hours to finish the game. In those 14 hours, I've seen around 99% of the game world and what it has to offer. I wished the game was a bit longer, to be honest. All of those 14 hours were pure fun though, so I can't complain much. Replay value is low. There is a new game plus though once you finish the game. I plan to play New Game Plus in a year or two from now, cause the game is worth replaying when you want to have a good laugh and a lot of fun, so you need to let some time pass before you replay the game. 8 out of 10 for game time. Game difficulty is the next section. Only one difficulty to start with, and it's not easy at all. The further you get, the tougher it will be. Bosses are easy though, well 80% of them are easy normal difficulty. This game is on the verge of being hard but never reaches that potential. Difficulty is satisfying. But don't get fooled, you'll die. You'll die more than all of your deaths combined throughout Souls franchise, for example. Traps and jumping will be your demise and the reason for 90% of your deaths, not enemies. 9 out of 10 for game difficulty section. Next one is maps and graphics. Simple 8-bit and 16-bit graphics, but it's still a gorgeous game. Art style is great. Everything is crystal clear while you play, and you'll never get confused. If you do, it's your fault. The game does everything well. Now maps. That should be another section, but I always put maps and graphics together. What can I say? There's everything you expect from maps and mapping, from mountains, snowy areas and cloud areas, catacombs and hell itself, even space is included. Every terrain possible is covered. Even better, every terrain possible is covered in past timeline and then in the future timeline. Hence, the same maps will look different depending on timeline you choose to play in. Map is well done and you'll never get lost. Minimap is great too. The overall design with maps and graphics section is pure 10 out of 10. Gameplay is the next section. Most important section, well, fast and responsive controls, fluid and fast movement, well balanced enemies and great, absolutely great immersion. That's in short. Now, what you do in this game? It's a platformer in the first half of the game with basic levels where you go from point A to point B and kill the boss at the end. Then the next level starts. And then, out of nowhere, in the second half of the game, a Metroidvania genre comes in. Yeah, amazing idea for gameplay design. All of those platforming levels now can be backtracked and there will be plenty of new things to do. I've never seen something like this in my life and it works, goddammit. This idea was a success. Basic stuff in gameplay is classic. Jump, Cloud Walk has a new cool feature, kill enemies and bosses, unlock new areas, dodge traps, dodge tons of traps though. This game, it covers platforming to perfection, bosses are there, fighting with mobs is there, chasing scenes are there also. I don't know how to explain this. Imagine those best parts from Ori, Ninja Gaiden, and Hollow Knight put in the same game. 10 out of 10 for this section. I could talk for hours about gameplay, but it would be a spoiler, and I would need a video from around an hour at least, only for this section. 10 out of 10 for gameplay, NPCs and enemies. One of the best NPCs in the gaming history, and one of the funniest NPCs in gaming history are in this game. I don't have words for NPCs, they're extremely memorable, and I'll remember those 3 blue-robed idiots for the next 100 years. They were hilarious. Enemies though, this is where this game failed a bit. Low amount of diversity for enemies. They are repeated a lot. That's the only bad thing about this game. AI is also, well, not dumb, but not that good too. It fits the game well, so enough with complaining. Bosses are cool, great design, some of the boss fights were tricky. 9 out of 10 for this section. Leveling and itemization for the next section. No leveling, but tons of upgrades, so I consider this as a leveling part. It's quite simple. You collect coin, shards, main currency in the game, then you go to the shop. That's it. Over there, you'll find your upgrades, like more health, more shurikens, receive less damage, do more damage, hit more walls, and so on. Items in this game are usually needed so you can backtrack or open new areas. I'll give one example only. To access the darkest area in the game, you'll need a candle, and the game rewards you with a candle once you complete some side objectives. 7 out of 10 for this section. Music and sound. This is probably the best music I heard in platforming or Metroidvania genre. Every song is a masterpiece, and there are a lot of songs. You can even change them later on Jukebox. There is no voice acting, but music talks here, and that's more than enough. It literally talks. Simple and pure sound effects with old school sound effects when you kill a boss or open a new area or traverse the maps. Those sounds, they're fucking epic. They remind me on my, I don't know, on 90s, on when I was a kid. Yeah. I don't have words for music and sound. It's 10 out of 10. It doesn't get better than this. Conclusion now. We got 83 points in 9 sections. And that would be 9.2 out of 10. Masterpiece in indie industry. Number 1. And the best game ever in comedy genre in gaming history. And probably in a top 10 indie games of all time for sure. This game is worth every penny, and I hope to see the Messenger 2 in the near future. I would easily pay $60 for Messenger 2. This game is its brilliance, its perfection, it's amazing, the pace is great. There's like maybe 1% of dull moments in the game, 99% is pure fun. I've never seen better comedy than this. That will be it for the Messenger review. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.